Alright, before we carry on with the dragons and the airship and Cortus and the Elzen and all that jazz, we're going to take a quick time out because I have hit level 50. We're going to finish up the Paladin quest so that I can get all the cool Paladin gear and abilities. So here we go. Welcome, Paladin. You should know that word of your deeds has reached me. You are those who would follow the true Paladin path without misstep. But you are one of them. I am proud to call you sister. You have kept the faith, and in return, I must have faith in you. It is time that you knew the truth. Though it is hard to share, it is a shame I would rather keep hidden from outsiders. Perhaps you remember when I told you of the traitor and the sword Oathkeeper that he stole. His name is socializing, and he was my predecessor as captain of the Sultan-sworn elite. Yes. He was the same man whom I admired as a child, who inspired me to take up the sword and follow the way of the Paladin. He was the paragon of Paladins, until, that is, he changed. Some years ago now, there was a struggle for influence between the Sultanate military and a faction within the syndicate known as the Monetarists. The latter emerged triumphant, and the army's authority was diminished drastically. Although socializing was still captain of the Sultan-sworn elite, he knew his position was perilous, so he fled, taking Oathkeeper with him. In doing so, he went against the words that he had spoken on bended knee before his royal liege. Now it falls to me as captain to restore the honor and name of the Sultan-sworn. If that means cutting down my former mentor and master, I would do it gladly, for his misdeed cannot be forgiven. But his death will not lift the stain that mars our name. He must be put on trial in a public court so that everyone knows his crimes. Then and only then can we begin to earn the people's trust again. He served for over 30 years as captain of the Sultan-sworn elite, and he is a formidable foe. Few can match his skill with the sword. Even together, you and I will find it difficult to take him alive without mortal harm to one side or the other. So you must continue to hone your skill and prepare for the day when we will face him. To complete the next stage of your training, you must do this. Go to the Ugrim River in eastern Fanland and find the brazier we have placed there. By lighting it, you will draw the ire of the lepidotes. I don't know what those are. Lepidotes dwelling within the waters. Face the creatures in battle and master your new skill. The fight will not be easy, but if you take heart, what you have learned, and let the crystal be your guide, you will triumph. Yeah! Let's do it. Alright, here's my brazier. Oh, okay, it's a big fish. You fish ain't got nothing on me. Come on, I gotta fight another fish. So hard, this is the worst. Well, if you expect me to flounder at this challenge, you've got another thing coming. Because when it comes to fighting monsters, it's what I'm all a trout. When they send me on a mission, I'm all like, carpe diem, baby. Seize the day. So if they're trying to, overwhelm me with this, they're gonna have to take another angler. I don't think I have any more. I'm trying to think of one. Okay, now just go back to the... I wonder if I can teleport, or I mean return. Yes, I can, okay. Sorry for the puns, not sorry. Good, you've mastered your new skills and made them your own. But much work remains to be done before you can face the traitor Sulkzagel. We are close to finding him, and as our net draws tighter, it grows ever more important that we make ready for the moment when the fish must at last be landed. Is that why you sent me to go fight fish? Okay, the other half of my AoE combo. Nice! Put that right there. Welcome, friend. I have important news for you. In my search for the traitor, I have been looking through old records and discovered something chilling. Around the time the traitor Sulkzagel was named captain, several famed soldiers of the Sultan Sworn met with untimely deaths. But strangely, our records do not say how they died. Curious, I begged the favor of an old friend and received permission to inspect medical records kept by Brondale's Frontistery. I discovered that the soldiers died in various ways, some in combat, some suddenly at night, in the barracks. But in nearly every case there were signs that poison had played a role in their demise. Yes, poison. Carefully, invisibly administered. The more I read, the more I saw the dark hand of death's embrace at work. Assassins in the pay and service of the monetarists. A society so secretive that few believe it truly exists. But no matter how skilled and devious the assassins, they should not have been able to kill so many of the Sultan Sworn elite without being discovered. Not, that is, without help from within our own ranks. So I asked myself who had the most to gain from their deaths. One by one, the former captain, his trusted aides, the most capable of the Sultan Sworn who might become further commanders. All of them slayed by an invisible hand. And with their deaths, the way was open for Sulkzagel to become the Sultan Sworn's youngest captain in a century. The monitors were plotting to kill the best and bravest of the Sultan Sworn, to purge its ranks of greatness, and innervate it so that it could no longer carry out its duty to serve as sword and shield of the Sultanate. Which begs the question, how did Sulkzagel remain captain for 30 long years? How did he avoid the poisoner's kiss when men better than him had succumbed? There can be only one explanation. He was the monitor's catpaw, the turncloak in our midst. Needless to say, I am more determined to track him down than ever before. While I continue my investigation, I have a trial for you. I want you to seek the Gallant Armor, the legendary raiments worn by generations of the finest soldiers of the Sultan Sworn. In accordance with Sultan Sworn tradition, the set that would be yours has been scattered across southern Thanalan. Each piece has been locked within a coffer, which will be guarded by 2 men. You must best the Sultan Sworn themselves if you are to claim their armor. And this is the part that I was... why I want to do the Paladin's quest now, is so that I can get this armor. So the thing is, you don't get all the armor until level 50. So that was why I was kind of waiting to do it. I just figured I'd get to 50 and then do everything at one time. Got the gloves. You can see their nice big healthy jump there. And the best part, well, I'm gonna save the best part actually. Alright, so then there's another one down here. Yo, okay, I gotta get down there now. Can't fly, so I gotta be careful. So if I remember correctly, when you do these quest lines, you get the first part of the armor at the 45 quest, but they don't give you all the armor set. Like you're missing something. I think it's the chest piece. So you get everything but the chest piece, basically. And then you get the chest piece at level 50. I think that's how it goes down. It's obviously been a while since I've done it, so. Pants there, okay. Again, a really nice healthy jump up there. Pants look silly. Silly pants. Let me just show you the pants by themselves. They're shorts, right? Yeah, they're just shorts. Silly shorts. Kind of fat fingered that, if you're wondering. I did not mean to hit Sheltron right at the start. So there actually used to be a problem back in the day where when you had these fights where there was like a purple area like that over there at the side, if you defeated the last enemy outside of the purple area, there was about a 50% chance that it would respawn everything when you tried to enter the purple area. I don't think it's a problem anymore. I think it was like obviously a problem for a long time though. But I think they fixed it, whatever it was that was causing that. Okay, now I got the leggings. Again, a very big equipment. And part of the reason the equipment boost is because, as you can see, these are blue. And even my best gear I've been wearing is green. So even though the level isn't that much of a jump, it's a pretty huge jump because it is blue quality versus green quality. So getting your do they call this artifact armor? I think it's artifact armor what they called this. Getting this armor though is very important. Absolutely worth doing. And it's worth doing it as soon as you can, really, in theory. The only reason I wasn't doing it at 45 and I waited till 50 was because leveling is so fast for me right now that it was like I didn't really need to do the extra. Like I didn't really have to run and do it. I felt like it was just better to get it all out of the way at one shot. Yeah. This armor is mine. And the helmet, okay. Which we can turn the helmet on. Oh, it was already on. Yeah, it looks. It's okay. I mean, her hair clips a little bit through it, but that's not bad. Considering Biera can only wear like 3 helmets in the entire game, I'm gonna let her have it. Good, the armor is yours. You have learned your lessons well and honed your skills, and now you are ready to face Sulkzagel, the traitor. Yes, the time has come. I have discovered his hiding place and made contact through emissaries. We are negotiating the return of Oathkeeper. Secrecy is crucial as this preparation. We will leave only when you are ready. If you're negotiating to get the item back, then doesn't that feel kind of like unpaladin-y if you're gonna also like secretly arrest him? Like, wouldn't a real paladin just walk in and be like, hello, I'm a paladin and I'm here to arrest you, and just deal with the consequences? The recovery of Oathkeeper will be the first step in restoring the honor of the Sultansworn. I have told Sulkzagel that if he returns the sword, we will give him a fair trial. Otherwise, he shall be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. The parley is to take place south of Forgotten Springs in the Sigoli Desert. Give me your map and I will mark the location. While I believe he is acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain that the Monetarists will not take kindly to his surrender. In fact, I believe that should the Monetarists discover Sulkzagel is willing to parley, they will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we must not speak of what we do, not to anyone. We should travel separately so as not to attract attention. We shall meet again at the parley. Okay, so I guess that makes a little more sense. Then you're kind of like, we just don't want the monsters to kill you before we get a chance to arrest you. I guess that makes sense. So, you dared to come. You are a brazen one, I will grant you that. But did you really think I wouldn't find out? Come, confess. My allies within the Sultansworn have told me the truth. I know you are working in league with the traitor and the Monetarists. Confess. With your dying breath, you will tell me where I can find the Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. Wait, what? Do you dare accuse my own Sultansworn of lying? We are comrades in arms, every one of us, bound in brotherhood by our oath. I would trust them with my life. What is your word when set against theirs? We know the meaning of honor. Yeah, apparently not. You're a naive fool. I suspected you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of the paladin that the traitor Sulkzagel gave you. You were, no matter how briefly, a paladin, and as such, you are bound by a code of honor that is unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor, I sentence you to death and decree that your body shall lie here and feed the crows. Well, this did not go the way I thought it was. But now I definitely understand why the whole secrecy thing was a deal. How dare you use our arts that we taught you against us? You monster! Confess, damn you, confess! But I gotta say, you don't really, I don't find you to be a very inspiring paladin, Captain. You would have the gall to like try to lure and trap somebody with secrecy and then like tell them that they were bound to death and to be fed to the crows. Not very noble at all. You cannot do this. I am the greater swordsman. You're superior in every way. You are blinded, Jinlins, by your own conviction. Jinlins, remember your own lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honor of his fellow Sultan Sworn. Those men were assassins in the service of the monetarists. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were to be killed. You and this free paladin of yours. Liar, you are their agent. You betrayed us to them. You were always naive, Jinlins, too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues, but you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think, the information you uncovered, how did you come by it? Did it fall into your lap as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you for their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the monetarist lapdogs. Jinlins, you've been led a merry dance and followed their lead at every step. Then you were never the traitor? You were innocent. I have wronged you. Easy now. Your wounds aren't mortal, but you still need to rest. I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse, and we'll have him back to his feet soon enough. You've become a fine warrior, and learned all there is to know about the way of the paladin. I think perhaps that you are not aware just how much you've grown. Well, 'tis time you were made aware, paladin. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? He needs someone like you to watch his back. The other 4 guys can just lay out here and die. I don't care about them.